Hey, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and Financial Juneteenth, and I wanted to take a second to congratulate my friend Charlamagne the Guide for doing an outstanding interview with Yee and DJ Envy on the Breakfast Club with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I think that this was a watershed moment in American history. It was truly, truly, truly a bold and courageous thing for them to do to bring in the minister who really is the right leader for the times that we are living in right now. I'm not here to say that any particular person should be shoved from leadership or put into leadership, but the thing about Farrakhan that's really interesting to me is that he's very, very different from the other interview or the other leaders that we've seen over the last 40 years. Minister Farrakhan, love him or hate him. Again, I'm not here. I never, you know me. I don't get into hero worship. I don't consider anybody perfect. I encourage you to look up on Farrakhan's entire history, the good and the bad, and make your own decision. I don't get out here just vouching for people for nothing. I just vouch for the things that affect me that I believe in. Now, I've had a chance to sit with the minister for 3 hours, one on one, just me and him talking, and I picked up a certain degree of authenticity from him. I also picked up a degree of authenticity from Cornel West. I've sat with Al Sharpton for many, many hours, Jesse Jackson, some other people, and while everybody kind of had the things about them that I did like, things that I wasn't sure about. I can say that the two that affected me the most were Cornel West and Farrakhan, and I'm just here to be as honest with you about that as I possibly can be. Now, what I will say is that Farrakhan, the reason I'm very excited about Farrakhan being on the Breakfast Club is because the Breakfast Club has done an amazing job of really capturing the ear of urban America. After I appeared on the Breakfast Club, I remember I would go down through the south side of Chicago, and people would literally stop me at a red light in traffic, and say, "Ain't you that dude?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm that dude." And it's funny because I've been on CNN hundreds of times, but a lot of these people may not have known me from that kind of stuff. So they have a broad reach. Even my daughter's friends were texting her saying, "I think I saw your daddy on the Breakfast Club," and that excited me because it gave me a chance to really talk to people I hadn't had a chance to talk to before. And also, in fact, it's like three levels. I had the ivory tower, where I was teaching in Syracuse, and I was talking to a small group of people. Then I went into the web and on television. I was talking to more people, mostly elite, educated, middle class, and up. And then now, a Breakfast Club gave me a chance to talk to everybody. So now I work with some networks like Vlad TV and stuff like that, and that's kind of cool because the thing is, what I'm learning about a lot of our young people is they really need love and support and guidance. And sometimes you get so frustrated and you get mad and you just want to say stuff like, what's wrong with you? And I ain't gonna lie, I've felt that way before. I've had to mature in my own thinking over time. But what I find is that there's so much potential there, so much energy there, so much possibility there that you need the right kind of leader to kind of harness that and push it forward. And I think that real recognizes real. I think that there's a reason why in Ferguson and Baltimore, what you notice is that these are the only two times where certain traditional civil rights leaders were not invited to participate. The NAACP could not show up and calm the people down in Baltimore because they said, look, we've been looking at you for 40, 50 years and you ain't done nothing to help our condition. You've only partnered with these wealthy corporations and these politicians and all the people that are oppressing us. They give you a little bit of money and you start dancing around like a little monkey. And they said the same thing to Al Sharpton. We don't really need you here. We're not interested in what you have to say because you do work for the government. Everything you've done has been in lockstep with the presidency and the federal government and the Obama administration. So at every time you hold a rally or a march, nothing comes of that. We go back to the exact same conditions we had before. So people were telling Sharpton to go away. I think Farrakhan is a little bit different. Farrakhan is a guy that if you look at the way he has carried himself since President Obama was elected, he's always been dignified and very respectful. He's been critical when necessary. When they let the government go in there and get Gaddafi killed, he spoke up about that. When certain things have happened in urban America, he has spoken up about that. He has been the voice that connects with the people, and he's connecting through love, connecting through empowerment. He talks to these kids with a degree of respect. He's able to bring together rappers and individuals in the south side of Chicago who wouldn't listen to anybody else. That is a true man. He is a true father. He's the father of Black America. I mean, really, Before you had people like looked at, like Bill Cosby's character on the Cosby Show, which is a fictional character, but I think that was an important figure in the minds of black people. Imagination is very, very important. Symbolism can be very, very important as long as symbolism turns into substance. James Evans Jr. on Good Times, another fictional character that people looked at as a father figure. Well, I would say Farrakhan is not a fictional character. He's very, very real, and he is kind of like the father or the grandfather of Black America. When I talked to him, I felt like I was talking to my own grandfather because I got a chance to hear a free black man talk about what it takes to actually be free. He wasn't talking about always kowtowing and bowing and scraping and folding and compromising and hoping for the best and begging and all this other stuff. He was talking about building. And that's the thing that we need as a people. We need pride. That means chest up, chin up, be proud of who you are. Stand up for yourself. Somebody come on your neighborhood, I don't care if they got a uniform on, they killing your kids, you shoot back. Somebody come in here and they're not educating your children. Well, guess what? It's not your oppressor's job to educate your children. That's your job. Don't ever look to your oppressor to give you the things that you need in order to be empowered, because that is completely in conflict with their interests. Seriously. If your goal was as a circus trainer was to control the animals in your circus, would you teach the animals what they needed to know in order to kill you and free themselves? No, you wouldn't. So the fact is that when it comes to things like education, we must do that for ourselves. When it comes to protecting our children, we must do that for ourselves. When it comes to building economically, we must do that for ourselves. No begging, no borrowing, only building, because we're building for the next generation. Understand that. I don't care how many corporate jobs you get, how much the white man's paying you to go work at IBM and all these other corporations that might hire you and make you feel good and like an uppity Negro and all this other stuff. It's fine. I've had all that. I've got more education than 99.9% of the people I meet. I've done all that. But if there's a point where you have to really look, hold water to the test. I mean, just really look at what you've done and ask yourself, how has this helped other people in my community outside of myself? Because if you can't answer that question, then for the most part, you are probably not an asset to the black community, and you might be a liability. So what I love about Farrakhan's interview on Breakfast Club is that he brings a seriousness, a righteousness, a type of respect. It's not condescending, but yet he challenges you to do what black men have to do, which is stand up and just be men. You have to be a man. We ain't all out here meant to be Caitlyn Jenner. As black men, we must be men, and men have a role in society that differs from what women do. Women have their role, men have our role. We must reclaim the role of the black man in America. I don't give a damn how politically incorrect it sounds or how much people want to get rid of gender and want to act like black men don't matter. That's all bullshit. Black men matter. We must make ourselves matter. A man stands up and takes control of the space that he's trying to occupy. Do you understand this? Then nobody gives that to you. No one will ever give you equality. Stop looking for permission. Stop waiting for white people to be happy and pat you on the back because you're fighting for your equality. Stop letting your feelings get hurt because they get mad because every time we talk about race, white people, they don't give us no jobs. They fire us. As long as you're whining, no one's going to respect that. I wouldn't respect that. You understand? So as men, I think every black man in America needs to watch this Farrakhan interview. We put it on Financial Juneteenth, but you can watch it anywhere. Every black person, period, really everybody needs to watch this. But black men especially, watch this man, study this man, listen to this man, and then let's take this man and let's multiply him amongst all of us who are not 82 years old, because in case you don't know, 82, that means, you probably won't live forever, per se. Now, Farrakhan, though, he makes you wonder. That's a strong man. He might live to be 180. But still, just in case he doesn't live to be 180, it's our job to take that baton and to run with it and make our voices heard and be strong, work together. Cooperative economics is incredibly important. Economics, education, self-respect, self-defense. Those are the line items for the black community for the 21st century, and those are the areas where we don't need to compromise with anybody. So there's a lot of mess to clean up, but we can do it. Don't be afraid, because I guarantee you, if you stand up tall as a man right now, and as a woman right now, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren will thank you for the struggle. that you committed yourself to, and they will have better lives because of the sacrifices you made today. So let's get out here. Let's plant these seeds of greatness. Let's do our thing, because we are not meant to be the court jester. We are meant to be kings and queens. So let's go get it done. And once again, Charlamagne the guy, good job, brother. I don't talk to Charlamagne that often. We text every now and then, but I know he's a busy man. He's doing amazing stuff. But I want to say thank you for having Farrakhan on. This really says something about the character of the individuals who are behind the show. Because believe me, somebody's in the background saying, "Oh, how can you have that racist on the show? How can you have that anti-Semitic man on the show?" Somebody's giving them heat, so we need to support them when they do this kind of thing. So everybody go watch that interview and have their back, because believe me, somebody in the background saying, we don't want to hear from Farrakhan. So anyway, that's all I want to say. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World. I'm about to head out to Matheson, Illinois. I'm about to go meet up with my homie D1, who is a young rapper that you really got to check out. He's the greatest artist in America right now, because he carries a message that is very powerful, very positive, but also very entertaining. So if you like good music, you'll like D1 too. He's kind of like what Lil Wayne would be if Lil Wayne cared about black people. That's kind of what he is. They're from the same era, got the same swag, same style. He's the Yang to Lil Wayne's Yang. So if you like Lil Wayne, you'll probably like D1. That's just my theory. So anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Peace.